Stood at the altar, I knew it wasn't over. Sure enough, the church doors flew open, and there he was, Mark in a three-piece camo suit, dragging a cooler full of beer and carrying a megaphone. He boomed, "Stop the sham," as guests turned, horrified. Marching down the aisle, he threw a handful of beer cans at my groomsmen, shouting, "Catch, losers." Mark grabbed the microphone from the officiant and declared that the wedding was a farce. This guy couldn't protect my sister from a stiff breeze, let alone a real threat, he sneered. When Abby yelled at him to leave, he smirked and said, "Not until he proves he's worthy." Suddenly, Mark pulled out a foam sword and lunged at me. "Duel me," he shouted, jabbing the sword toward my chest. I dodged and shouted back, "Mark, this isn't Game of Thrones. Get out." But he wasn't listening. Mark swung the foam sword wildly, knocking over chairs and sending flower arrangements flying. In a blind rage, he tackled me to the ground, sending us both into the dessert table. My tuxedo was smeared with frosting, and guests screamed as Mark grabbed a bottle of champagne and threatened to crown me with it. Fueled by anger and months of pent-up frustration, I grabbed a bridesmaid's bouquet, reared back, and slammed it into Mark's face. The impact stunned him long enough